the one thing that you need to make a lot more money in your sales coaching business. In order to coach more sales reps, you need more appointments. Obviously, you can close. That's not the question here. The question is, can you get consistent appointments enough to feed yourself enough to grow enough to get a sales team and then go from there so that you can really handle bigger months? You want to make more money in your sales coaching business, you need to watch this. So this is my appointment system thesis, breaking down the simple components or things that go into booking appointments for sales coaches. First is the avatar. Avatar is finding a specific type of person that your business can provide the most value for, meaning that this person is the most in pain, but also has money to afford your services. The next thing is the messaging. You're using human biases to make inputs that move a specific type of person. What that means is you learn more about your avatar so that you can use human biases and talk about their pain in a way that motivates them to take actions so that you can get them to take actions that involve booking an appointment. Pretty simple stuff. Now, next thing is volume. You need to get enough people to see this messaging to basically make it unreasonable for people not to reply or take actions, and that will lead to appointments. Now, the system we use is we run a cold ad to opt in, VSL, then to the calendar. Now, these are all same 1 or 2 pages depending on what system we're using, but this is our process. So first, we get deep into the avatar. When you work with us, we find people who are pain dense but also problem aware, who also have the cash to invest in your services. So we do a deep dive and leverage AI to find the best segment / customer avatar that you can serve that has tons of pain, but also money to solve the problem. So this is an example, of our AI assistant that we have built and trained to be able to get the data from your onboarding form, and you give us information about your current avatar so that we can see, okay, what's the best offer in creation. We'll talk a little bit more about the other AI that we're using too. Right here, offer. So we want to make an offer that will convert to cold audiences, people who have no idea who you are. So we leverage our trained AI bot to learn your current offer and optimize it for cold traffic. And cold traffic is people from paid ads that have no idea who you are. Now, what we do just to collect cash is the first audience segment that we target is your warm audience who've interacted with your Instagram. If you have been posting on Facebook or Instagram, we leverage that audience to get cash collection quick, just like that, to get you a quick win. Then from there, we go to colder audiences. That's just to get you some cash in your pocket so you feel like, oh yeah, working with them is great. And then you can have the wing spin to stay with us for longer as we do more and more things to make you money. So this is our other bot that we trained using the API of OpenAI. Now, ads. What we do is we create hyper optimized ads using a structure from Alex Ramosi. So our in-house copywriter takes the data from your offer and the avatar and creates 25 potential headlines / hooks, and then leverages AI for 25 headlines to have 50 headlines in total. Then we pick the top 3 to 5 for testing, depending on your budget. The more budget, the more we can test. And then we add these hooks to one fully optimized body copy and then call to action. So the way an ad is formatted is hook is the most important thing. If you have a really good hook, you can really get far. The body is the second most and call to action is third most. So it's layered like that: hook, body, call to action. We use the same body and call to action and switch out the hooks, which is the most leveraged part and the most important part of running these ads. We use that and we use our ad writing framework. Then we give our client the finished ad scripts with scene by scene breakdowns to basically help you to be able to understand it better. So this right here is our ad writing drive, which our copywriter uses. So let's give you a quick breakdown. But here we go. So this is the ad writing drive. This is for funnel copy if we need that, but we put the copywriter puts the ad together here. This is where they write all the hooks. We use loss aversion hooks since those are the most proven. In the future, we may test more different angles, but loss aversion meaning people care more about losing what they already have than gaining stuff in the future. So you can even frame something that they're not gaining as a loss, because there is what is it called? Cost of inaction. So say for instance, me not knowing how to make $1 million a year is costing me $1 million a year. That's an example. This is the idea here: body copy, and then a scene by scene breakdown. This is our bias list that we use. These are human biases, like cognitive biases, that they influence people, they persuade people to take action. So we have that as just a template there for our copywriter to use. Then this is our VSL framework. I won't talk too much about that because I don't want people to steal our stuff too much, and that's proprietary. So that's our ads. And then the funnel, we use a proven 2-step book a call funnel that we used before. That's similar to our own that's booked over 200 appointments for us. So this style of funnel. And then what we do is we use calendar filtering to make sure that your appointments are very high quality. So what we do is we install a system that asks qualifying questions, then cancels calls that aren't qualified. As you can see, this is the form is pretty simple. Full name, email, how willing and able are you willing to invest in the growth of your skill right now? Are you able to attend using the computer? People who attend on the computer are more likely to close. People who attend on a phone, if you're sales, if you have experience in sales, of course, you know this already. People who are on the phone are less likely to close because they take it less seriously, especially if you have some sort of pitch that you need to share screen for. Next thing is text updates. New info, that's just getting their phone number and current monthly income, just so you can kind of income qualify. Then this is just confirming that they're likely to show up, and also a warning that unqualified or unconfirmed appointments will be canceled. And that's a part of the automation that we build out. Well, we have a template automation that we built that we give to you so that you can make sure your calls are, of course, coming on time. So it's a pretty simple breakdown. That's what we use in our process. Now it gets a lot deeper. That's just the face value. We have a lot of systems and sequences that help us to get results. Like, say for instance, our book a call funnel protocol, knowing exactly which metrics to track, what KPIs to hit, and what variables improve these KPIs or metrics rather. And then of course we have a lot more, but I can't go all into this in just this video. I've went into some of these topics on other videos, but we have a very complicated but valuable and simple, I would say complicated in implementation, complicated to do, but a simple system. We just make sure we get qualified appointments on your calendar. That's it. So if you have any questions, make sure to reach out. If you're interested in working with us, there will be a link in the description. Hope you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.